कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। Hanuman, upon understanding that Sita is in a very tricky situation of hanging herself, invokes the name of Rama. When Sita gets to listen to Ramanama, to all those incidents that have occurred after she was abducted from Bharatadesham, what has happened with Rama and Lakshmana, as she listens to it patiently, she looks to all the directions and then up, and then she sees the yellow-hued Vānara, Hanuman, Vatatmaja. She is a bit doubtful if this could be the original messenger of Rama, or it could be Ravana in a disguise, because Ravana coming in a disguise is no new trick. He has already played that before. So she wanted to check if this is the real messenger of Rama. How could she do? Hence she asked Hanuman, Vatatmaja, "Hey Hanuman, describe Rama to me." While even putting forth this question, she says, even the dream seems to be cheating me, Hanuman. Swapnepi yadyaham veeram raghavam saha lakshmanam pashyeyam yadi jiveyam swapnopi mama matsari. Even in my dream, I wish to see some me and Rama coming together, but that is not happening. In other words, she is trying to say, till now I have not received even a ray of hope about Rama, Rama's existence, Rama having known that I have been abducted, Rama's steps taken by Rama to reach out to me. I have heard nothing of it. That is when Sita asks him for the first time, Kvate Ramena samsargaha katham janasi lakshmanam Vānaranam naranam va kathamasit samagamaha Kvate Ramena samsargaha. Kvate Ramena samsargaha katham janasi lakshmanam. Tell me, Vānaranam naranam va kathamasit samagamaha. Hanuman, you have been talking about Rama, you have been talking about Lakshmana. Well, but my question is, Vānaranam naranam va katham asit samagamaha. See, generally, let's take even a normal situation like this. The parents send their daughter or son to a new city. The son or daughter studies there and they return. The parents will ask, who are your friends? They will expect the boy or the girl to say, Akanksha is my friend, Sunil is my friend, Sachin is my friend, Arundhati is my friend. This is what the parents will expect. Instead, the children say, you know what? I have made friendship with an entire backpack of lions. I have made friendship with an entire pack of monkeys. Same is the case what Sita faces. Suddenly, a Vānara comes and says, see, we have made very good friends with Rama and Lakshmana. Rama and Lakshmana are very good friends with me and Sugriva. We are all Vānaras. So she is asking, Vānaranam naranam va katham asita samagamaha. Vānara is one jati, that is one community. Nara is another jati. Vānaranam naranam va. How did these Vānaras and Naras come together? Katham asit samagamaha. How did they come together? But remember, This is not originally Sita's intent to ask, how did my husband Rama strike a cord of friendship with Vānaras? That was not her thought. Her thought was, we have made a pact. She knows, that is, Rama and Sita have made a pact. Without Sita gracing on somebody, without Sita's eye glances falling on someone, Rama will not accept them. So if you have seen originally in Ayodhya Kandam, only after Sita's grace fell on Guha, Rama says, Sita, this is your friend, so he is my friend. He is your brother, so he is my brother. Umbi Yambi, says the Alvar. So in other words, Sita has to grace someone. Sita has to accept someone. But here, Sita says, where did I grace you? Where did I grace Sugriva? Where did I grace the other Vānaras? Suddenly you are coming and telling that my husband has struck a cord of friendship with you. She didn't say this. But that is what is meant by the sentence, Vānaranam Naranam Va. How did this sudden friendship between Vānaras and Naras happen? So she is intending that without me gracing you all, how did this friendship happen? Now, had it been me, I wouldn't include any of you, my listeners, you're all enlightened. Had it been me in Hanuman's position, I would have either said, yes madam, both of us became friends one day, or I could have become a big politician. How dare you disgrace my community? You are saying that Narajati cannot make friends with Vānarajati. We will lead a protest against Sita for making such a communal statement. I could have said. So this is how a person like me would have perceived this. But look at Navavyakarana Pandita Hanuman, who is very adept in understanding what people say and giving the relevant answers to it. He has understood what Sita meant. He knew what Sita asked was, without her grace, without her approval initially, how did Rama make friends with Sugriva and Hanuman? That was her thought. Hanuman understood, comprehended this very well. But he couldn't have said, Madam, Sita ji, you are asking like that, is it? How Rama struck friendship? Do you think I won't understand? See, I have understood. This is not the way an elegant person like Hanuman would speak. He knew what Sita meant, but he didn't want to put her in a very tricky situation whereby he says, I have understood what the intent of your question is. So he says, Mata, thank you for your question. I will tell you, you won't believe, Sugriva was clueless how to get his wife Ruma back. Sugriva was clueless how to rule their administration when he was made a pariah, when he was excommunicated. While Sugriva was clueless, Nalanela were clueless, Jambavan was clueless, I was clueless, as we clueless souls sat together in Kishkinta. That day, Mata, we saw one Pushpaka Vimanam go, and we saw somebody like you, it must have been you, who looked at us and threw your jewellery. When you looked at us and threw your jewellery, we didn't understand, Mata, it was Bhagavat Prasadam. It was Prasadam. It was the grace of you, Mata. You won't believe, Mata, after you saw us, after you graced at us, after you gave the ornaments, the Abhushanam as the very Prasadam, in a few days from then, we had the grace of Rama, and by your grace, Mata, we struck friendship with Rama. See, what was her question? Without me gracing you, how did you make friendship with Rama? How did she ask? How did both of you come together? How did Hanuman answer? It is because of you gracing us that we made friendship with Rama. So this is Hanuman's beauty in answering. So she asked, Vānaranam naranam va kathamasit samagamaha. In turn, Hanuman says, Yanya bharana jalani patitani mahitale tani sarvani ramaya aniya hariyuthapaha. So we were all blessed because of your grace through jewellery. So this is the question posed by Sita, answered by Hanuman. Next, Hanuman says something very extraordinary to Sita, which the Tamil poet Kamban mentions. Kotravarku ஆண்டு காட்டிக் கொடுத்த போது அடுத்த தன்மை பெற்று என் உணர்ந்து தற்பாற்றோ உயிர்நிலை பிரிதும் உண்டோ இற்றை நாளளவும் அன்னாய் அன்று நீ இழித்த நித்தமற்றை நல் அணிகள்கான் உன் மங்களம் காத்த மன்னோ. See, it is a general belief amongst the Pativrata Naris in our scriptures that what gives life to their husband is of course their own karma. The truth, the reality is karma. But there is a belief that the Mangalya Sutra that the woman wears is going to protect the man. In other words, the woman or the man keep desiring each other's lifetime. So they say the husband thinks my wife should live long, the wife thinks my husband should live long. That's a generic good wish, though I don't know how the karma will work. So the belief was the man is protected by the Mangalya Sutram worn by the wife. Hanuman says, Mata, for most other couples, the husband lives because of the Mangalya Sutram. But here, you threw all the rest of the other jewelry onto earth. We protected and showed the jewelry, the remaining jewelry to Rama. When we showed the remaining jewelry to Rama, Rama lived a big sigh of relief. He started living happily because he saw those jewelry. So, in most cases, the Mangalya Sutra protects the husband. Here, your remaining jewelry protected your Mangalyam, which is your husband. So, here it has happened the other way. So, this is a beautiful, I would say, a scene that Kamban, the Tamil poet, brings to in front of our eyes. Then Seetha asked, describe Rama and Lakshmana to me. Yani Ramasya Chinhani Lakshmanasya cha Vānara Tani Bhuyas Sama Chakshva Namam Shokaha Samavishet. Tell me how Rama and Lakshmana would look. Hanuman begins. Ramaha Kamala Patrakshaha Purna Chandra Nibhananaha. Rama's eyes are like the petals of a newly blossomed lotus. Ramaha Kamala Patrakshaha Purna Chandra Nibhananaha. His face looks like the full moon. Purna Chandra Nibhananaha. Rupadakshinya Sampannaha Prasuto Janakatmaje Vipulamso Mahabahuhu Kambugriva Shubhananaha Gudhajatruhu Sutambraksho Ramo Nama Janaishrutaha. People call him Rama for a reason, Mata. His face gives so much of bliss and peace to people who keep looking at it. How beautiful are his eyes. How beautiful is his face. Now he starts giving detail part by part. He says, Mata, if I talk about the eyes, what will I compare to? I will say that they look like the petals of a newly blossomed lotus. If I compare his eyes to that of a lotus, the lily flowers come and fight with me. They ask, Hanuman, why didn't you compare Rama's eyes with us? So there is competition even amongst the similes. If I say Rama's eyes are like the lotus, lilies come and fight with me. So beautiful are his eyes. Mata, people generally think that lotuses bloom in one place. If there is a lotus here, there is a lotus there. But something unique has happened with Rama's face, Mata. His eyes are like lotus. This is one lotus, this is the other lotus. These two lotuses have blossomed within another lotus. The face is like a lotus, Mata. Within the face, which is like a lotus, are two other lotuses called eyes. Have you ever seen like this, Mata Seetā? Asks Hanuman. So this is the way he describes the benign grace and eyes of the Lord. But he has to continue with the description. Seetha is patiently listening to Rama Saundarya Anubhavam. More in the next episode.
Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a two-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki, conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.